I think you're lying, Rasic. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed.
Hey guys, Church of G.I. Joe here, and today we're doing a quick review on the Pattern 58 Large Pack. So the Pattern 58 Large Pack was introduced in 1958 as part of the Pattern 58 webbing equipment. So this pack is considered by many British soldiers as well as collectors as one of the worst packs to ever been devised, and for main three reasons. First, the pack is quite small, as often British soldiers would purchase like Bergens, such as the Berghaus rucksack and all that stuff. It's worth noting that when the Pattern 58 large pack came out, it was quite comparable to other packs such as the Czech M60 rucksack and the Swiss combat pack. So as a day pack, it is serviceable, but as a long range pack, not so much. Second of all, this pack is not waterproof. As you can see, the webbing is quite thin, make it susceptible to being soaked while raining. So the British Army did make a nylon version of the Pattern 58 webbing, which included the pack. However, the 1958 nylon webbing equipment never made it past the trials, and unfortunately, this is the only known existence of the 1958 large pack in its nylon form. And third, which is probably the biggest issue for me up until recently, is that this pack cannot be used independently. So unless you have the Pattern 58 webbing equipment, this pack is completely useless. So that's it. I was able to find a way to make this thing usable, which I'll get to it later. So with that said, let's take a look at the pack itself and what it features. So first of all, you got four straps, which two to open the flap. You got the other two, which is mainly used to carry the helmet, though you can carry other stuff. Also, I got this, which is used to attach the shovel, which I've never used, but maybe I might use one day. You also got these two straps, which unfortunately someone removed it, making these things completely useless. I got this handle. You also got two side pouches, which I hold my 20 ounce Dr. Pepper balls. And when you look in the back, which is the main event, is that I was able to put Alice straps on this Pattern 58 large pack. And as you can see, the colors this Alice pack does blend in the Pattern 58 pretty well despite having nylon material. As you can see, I was able to use these straps, these quick release straps, and clip onto this, which is quite difficult to carry, but it did well. I mean, the plastic is durable enough that it's not going to break, and it's making this thing quite secure. And I put some tape in it just to keep the excess strap in place, and I gotta say, it looks really good. And as for these ones, I didn't really do too much with it. So with that said, let's take a look at the pack while being worn. So here is me wearing the Pattern 58 large pack, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the most comfortable packs I've worn so far. And the only issue I had coming across this pack is that it is a bit too wide given design. And I gotta say, it's not too bad, as it does make it a little bit comfortable, at least in my opinion. As the only country that made a pack like this is the Swiss with their M90, which I believe is based off the Pattern 58. So I did a test, and surprisingly the pack is hydrophobic, at least for the most part, though the flaps do kind of suffer, but it's not too bad. And as for the straps hold up really well, as I have not seen any ripages on the canvas, so that's pretty good. I actually have the Iraqi version, and this was not my first Pattern 58 pack I modified, and I gotta say, it's pretty much the same as the British Pattern 58, with the difference being that other than the color being a little more greener, the D-rings are actually placed a little bit more to the side rather than closer together, which makes it a little bit uncomfortable for the Iraqi version. But with this version, it is more comfortable, though it is still a bit wide, but it is okay. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy the video, and that's pretty much it. Bye.